In the quiet town of Rivermere, where everyone knew everyone and kind gestures were as common as the morning dew, lived a bright and curious girl named Ella. Ella had a gift for seeing potential in the simplest of things. Whether it was an old lamp she could turn into something beautiful or a friend who needed a little encouragement, Ella always found a way to make things better. One summer afternoon, as the sun painted the sky with streaks of gold, Ella sat by the riverbank with her collection of quirky tools. She had recently picked up a cracked pocket radio from a garage sale and was determined to fix it. The soothing hum of the river and the occasional chirping birds made it her favorite place to work. Not far away, a team of electricians was repairing a faulty power line that stretched over the river. Ella barely noticed their presence, too absorbed in her work. Suddenly, a sharp crack shattered the serene atmosphere. One of the power lines had snapped, and before anyone could react, it plunged into the river, sending sparks flying across the water. Ella froze, unsure of what to do. She had always been careful around electricity, but as she instinctively reached out to grab her scattered tools, a rogue wave from the electrified river washed over her. The world went white, and then silence. When Ella woke up, she felt different. It wasn't just the odd tingle in her fingertips or the strange hum in her ears. It was as if the world around her had shifted. She stood, shaky but unharmed, and dusted herself off. The broken pocket radio she had been fixing lay at her feet. Absent-mindedly, she touched it, and it sprang to life with a burst of static and music. Her eyes widened. She hadn't even installed the battery yet. Over the next few days, Ella discovered that the incident had left her with a peculiar gift. She could feel electricity in her veins, like a gentle current flowing through her. With a touch, she could light up a room, jumpstart a car, or repair gadgets in an instant. It was exhilarating and a little terrifying. At first, Ella kept her powers to herself, unsure of what to do. But then she saw an elderly neighbor struggling to start his old scooter. Ella hesitated, then stepped in. With a gentle tap on the ignition, the scooter roared to life. Her neighbor's face lit up with gratitude. "That's quite a spark you've got there," the man chuckled. Ella realized she had been given this gift for a reason. She began using her powers in small, thoughtful ways. She repaired streetlights that had been broken for years, helped struggling shopkeepers by fixing their faulty cash registers, and even powered up phones for kids who needed them for school projects. Word spread quickly about the mysterious electric girl who was helping around Rivermere. People started leaving little notes at her doorstep, requests for help that she would fulfill quietly, never asking for anything in return. She didn't want recognition. She just wanted to make life a little brighter for those around her. But Ella didn't stop there. One day, when a summer storm caused a blackout in the entire town, she knew she had to step up. With a deep breath and a surge of confidence, she tapped into her powers like never before, directing her energy to help restore the grid. It wasn't easy. It left her exhausted, but the joy of seeing lights flicker back on throughout Rivermere made it worth every ounce of effort. Ella's life in Rivermere wasn't the same after that. She had become a quiet force of good in her community, using her powers not to stand out, but to lift others up. And as she sat by the river one evening, watching the sun dip below the horizon, she smiled to herself. Ella had learned that true strength wasn't about what you could do, it was about how you chose to use it. And she chose to make the world a little kinder